Welcome to Faith in Focus. Heaven's Ladder, inspired by the Book of Mysteries by Cahn. We stood at the bottom of an empty cistern. I had asked the teacher to show me as I had never seen one before. We were now ready to leave. "Look," said the teacher. "Right now, that's our only hope." He was pointing to a wooden ladder, the same ladder we had climbed down to get to where we were. Without that ladder, he said, we'd be stuck here at the bottom. And what if it only went halfway up to the top? If it didn't reach the top, it wouldn't do us any good. And if the ladder started from the top, but only went halfway down, if it didn't reach the bottom, it wouldn't do us any good either. We'd be stuck here either way. "What about getting into heaven?" he asked. "How high is heaven above the earth? How great is the distance that separates man from God and sin from the Most Holy? How long would that ladder have to be to get you into heaven? As high and as long as the distance that separates man from God, a ladder between heaven and earth. It was that ladder that Jacob saw in his dream, a ladder from heaven to earth. It was the shadow of Messiah, that which joins heaven to earth and God to man. It can only work if the ladder touches both ends, the highest height with the lowest depth. So the Most High had to descend to the most low of depths, so that those in the lowest depths could ascend to the highest heights. The most heavenly had to become earthly, so that those who were earthly could become heavenly, and the most holy had to join himself to the most unholy, the Holy One joined to the lowest of sins, the most sacred to the most profane. So God descended to the deepest depths of darkness, to the lowest rung of degradation and judgment. The bottom of Jacob's ladder, I said, that which joins earth to heaven. Therefore, said the teacher, no matter how low you find yourself, no matter how lost you are, no matter how sinful, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far from God you are, no matter how deep the pit you find yourself in, look for the ladder, and it will be there to take you out. The ladder will be there with its one end touching the bottom of your lowest depths, and the other end touching the Most High. The mission. Wherever you are, there is a ladder connecting you to the Most High. Find the first rung of heaven's ladder, and take it. Genesis chapter 28, verse 10 through 17. And Jacob went out from Beersheba, and went toward Haran. And he lighted upon a certain place, and tarried there all night, because the sun was set. And he took of the stones of that place, and put them for his pillows, and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it. And behold, the Lord stood above it, and said, I am the Lord God of Abraham thy father, and the God of Isaac. The land whereon thou liest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed. And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and thou shalt spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south. And in thee, and in thy seed, shall all the families of the earth be blessed. And behold, I am with thee, and will keep thee in all places whither thou goest, and will bring thee again into this land. For I will not leave thee, until I have done that which I have spoken to thee of. And Jacob awaked out of his sleep, and he said, Surely the Lord is in this place, and I knew it not. And he was afraid, and said, How dreadful is this place! This is none other but the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. John chapter 1, verse 51. And he saith unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto you, hereafter ye shall see heaven open, and the angels of God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man. Thank you for joining me on Faith in Focus. Remember, these insights are inspired by Cahn's The Book of Mysteries. Until next time, may you find strength in the revelation of his love.